You're not real. You're not real.
はい、どうもどうもです。アウターワールドの続きをやっていきます。さて前回はね、相当ロボットにやられたので、しかしに地熱発電所来たよっていうところです。お、またわかんない。パスワードがいる。お、人が倒れてる。つながったロボット。ロボットがいっぱいいるんだよね。ロボットがなかなか相手がなくて全然ダメージ入らない。殴った方が早いみたいな状況。おまけに荷物持ちすぎて全然走れない。大変な状況。この子がね、結局ついてきてくれるんだよね。あ、ここに来るのか。ベルトヘッド。これなんだろう。なんだ。ハンマーを使う。記録閲覧。論理モジュールに妙な変更が加えられたのか。このあれなんだろうね。ロボットがおかしくなった理由を探ってたんだ。まだ行けてないとこに行こう。走れるようになった。だね。ほら。こっちだ。待って、リスポーンしてる？増えてるような気がするんだけど。ただのトイレか。これだな。
Just two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
あっちに行けって誰が話してるの？こっちかい。誰だ話してるの？この奥か。誰もいないけどロックかかってる。あ、アイテム違うね、取れない。なんかガスが漏れてるけど大丈夫かな、ここ。
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
ダメージ食らうんだね。力いこう。見張りロボがいる。
Processing. Performing an area sweep now.
バレてる？で、回復。まだいるな。いるか。全然入らない。オッケー。これで敵は全部 OK にしとこうか。器用さとか減ってしまった。あと一つ。
If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
ベイラどうなるんだか。まあどうにかなるんだろうけどね。いた。マークあんだな。これ弾いてある。93発。倒してるかな。うわ。
Unexpected.
前段ぶち込む。 やべえ、ドローンもいるわ。ここか。倒したぞ。いやー、それにはやられない。それにはやられないよ。やだな。強いな。ショットガンかな、ここは。ショットガン全然ダメに入らない。やってもらうぜ。シャッラップ。あぶねえ。ハンドル。ほいほいほいほいほい。よし、一旦回復系で戻そう。これがいいな。次はこれだな。スペーサー系の定番フード。びっくりした。敵かと思ったじゃんか、アバティ。防具の部品がいっぱいあるな。敵は全滅させたんじゃないかな。アイテムを取ってもうなさそうだね。誰が倒れてるぞ。ジャイロサイト、バイパスシャント。50キロって相当持てるな。コマきそうだけど、なんかロックかかってる。お、ここに来るのか。内側からロックかかってるから。で、ここはどこだ。ああ、ここに来るのね。すごい近道いっぱいある。で、はしご。で、ここを投げる。
I'm not sure what the ride is. All I know is the decision's fine.
今こそ来たりて完了。さてさて、サクッと出ましょう。どっか行っちゃった。こっちか。で、ここでもう一度。
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power
これ
regulator
をま
and
ず
all,
聞いてお
but
きたいんだけど、
I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry.
そう
It
だな。
just sort of came
こ
out
こ
all
ま
at
でやっ
once.
たけど、
Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Hmm, こうして続行。エッジウォーターに出た。もう一回変更できるかな。街を復活させよう。生産チョイスは賛同的。脱走者からの評価が下落。まあそうなっちゃうよな。なんだこれ、エクスカリバーみたいな。プラズマカッター。さあさあ戻ろう。さて、一瞬で戻ります。おい。電力がないから暗いな。
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery. One of us.
直せるも直して改良できるものは改良しよう。修理は修理。よし、とりあえずこれで良さそうだな。怒られるんじゃないかな。
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
リーダーは住民を取り戻したがってる。
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater.
そうだな。
This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
そうね、上が悪いんだよな。リードじゃなきゃいいんだよ。
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a
この
chance
人
to
の
sow
考
some
え方で
chaos?
街を回していければいい
Kill Reed if you must,
んだと
or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their
そこ
plague.
がいい
Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is
なるほ
rich
ど
with
その死体を栄養に
nutrients.
変えるのか
I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until
なかなか
Reed
な
leaves
状況
town. Those are my
でも人の
terms.
死体がみんなの役に立てるって考えたらいいかもしれない
My
リオスコ
son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall
息子
sick.
さんもね伝染病にかか
We
っ
had
て
a
しまっ
store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment.
たリードは決めてたのか
Said the medicine
そ
would
の
have been
薬
wasted
品
on
を
him.
使っての治療について
So I
は
buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left.
そっ
That's as
か
much of the story as you need to hear.
リードの考え方はあんまよろしくないな
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi,
パウルバテ
hi,
ィを知
hi.
ってるんだな
Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. I wish I knew. I wager the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say. Would you? I'd be grateful. What's on your mind? Luck, mostly. Nothing's needed serious repairing yet. Nothing's broken down that we can't just replace with something scavenged from the outskirts. Well, not until the power went and cut out. Now everyone's giving me sidelong looks, expecting me to work some miracle and get the generator humming again. Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here.
缶詰工場の仕
This
事を
place had a
見てると大
U-shaped
変そう
hole,
だ
and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned those manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to Reed and make a real case for myself.
Yeah, Robert.
Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild canids, on the other hand.
The matter's been weighing
やっぱ
on
考
me.
えていたのか
Fact is, I can't go anywhere long as Zoe's missing.
なあ、ゾーイか。
Disappeared without a trace. Marauders took her, I suspect.
Mo 夜が明けそうな気がしてるけど。もうちょっと地図を確認しよう。エッジウォーター。高速移動できるんだね。まだあるね、何か。まだ話せるね、何か。
Any luck? What's on your mind?
ああ、オッケーオッケー。
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now. The matter's been weighing on me. Fact is, I can't go anywhere long as Zoe's missing. Disappeared without a trace. Marauders took her, I suspect. I've crossed off my share of marauders. This ain't about them.
何が問
I
題
go
なの
looking for Zoe, I leave the camp undefended, seeing as I'm the only one of us who knows her way around a gun. Hence my dilemma. Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago, she was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest.
I'll tell you what I can. What is it?
はい、ということでね、今回の動画はここまでです。最後までご視聴いただき誠にありがとうございました。また次回のアウターワールドでお会いしましょう。それでは、またな。